Today on Good Morning Maine, authorities release new details on a deadly shooting this week in Bangor.
Plus, a collision between a truck and a train closes a busy roadway in Aroostook County.
And why law enforcement agencies will be stepping up the search for distracted drivers. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us. We'll have those stories coming up along with a lot more to tell you about. But at first, the big story of the day is the storm that is moving across the state. Moved into the area overnight. Already several inches of snow here in the Bangor area, and it's not expected to stop until tomorrow sometime.
I was surprised that it doesn't seem super windy right now. It's just kind of quietly coming down, but as you said, you told me earlier, it's supposed to be picking up.
Supposed to be picking up. They're expecting some very strong wind gusts, which is a problem. We'll have more on that coming up. We have Devin Dagnall's outside. He'll tell us about the conditions in just a few moments, including there's already some power outages out there. So if you still have your lights, prepare for them to go out. That, you know, we've been here before, that sort of thing. But,
right.
But first, the other Devin will tell us about what to expect.
Yeah, Devin Biggs has that forecast.
Our first weather this morning is brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center. We offer a 10% bonus on your returnables and a monthly $100 cash drawing. Stop by with your returnables and enter for a chance to win. And a chance to win. Big snowfall totals on the way. Are we going to get more than a foot? Probably not. But up north, yes, very, very likely. All of this moisture working its way up the eastern seaboard of Boston. Rain and snow for you. For us, though, mainly snow events, but more of a rain and snow by tomorrow. Visibilities, though, very low. We're talking moderate to even heavy snow at times all over the area. That's going to be continuing throughout the day today. Of course, winter storm warnings have been issued till around 8 p.m. on Thursday, and also winter weather advisories closer to Caribou. That's pretty much the only county that has a winter weather advisory. Other than that, all of Maine has winter storm warnings. A big, big system is here, and it's going to continue to be here the next several days. For today, though, we're talking temperatures around freezing, maybe a degree over. Snow heavy at times, very windy, though. We're talking a northeast wind gusting around 40 to 45 miles an hour, blowing the snow around. For tonight, though, temperatures around freezing early and then rising into the mid-30s. Snow early and wind mixing with some rain late. Very windy once again. For tomorrow, rain and snow mix, temperatures in those mid-30s, windy once again. Hour by hour forecast does show snow heavy at times throughout the day.
All right, thank you, Conrad. Well, as we said, the snow began falling early this morning here in the Bangor area, and is expected to continue throughout the day. Our
reporter Devin Dagnall is outside in the middle of it and joins us now with the latest on the conditions.
Good morning, Devin. What's it like out there?
I'm so tired of this. It's April and it's still snowing. We can't get away from this, and I know a lot of people have it a lot worse than me right now. I might be standing in this, but I'm going to be able to go back in where it's nice and warm, but we got thousands of outages right now. It looks like Versant is dealing with about 20,000 outages, and CMP is dealing with well over 100,000 outages. Wow. So hopefully everybody was able to get out and get their milk and bread last night. But we'll keep you updated as this storm goes on. Right now, it's still coming down. Visibility isn't too bad. I can see pretty far out, but it's really sticky, it's really wet, and it's not a lot of fun. Devin, what do you guys want to know? Is there anything else?
Yeah, what was your drive-in like? You had to drive in from Orono this morning, right?
Oh, my goodness. The drive-in this morning was miserable. Worst visibility this morning on my drive in, slipping all over the road. Luckily, I was able to tailgate a plow truck for a little bit, and he kept me pretty safe until he veered off the road to let me by. His mistake, not mine. It's not a lot of fun out here, so if you have to be out on the road, try to take it slow today, or otherwise stay home. That's what all the cancellations are for. They're meant to keep you home.
All right.
But for now, back to you guys.
All right. He's not so disgruntled this morning.
Right.
I think he, along with everybody else, including myself, we're done with it, okay? Bring on summer at this point.
Right.
But be careful out there. Just about everything's closed. Schools, businesses closing for the day. Good day to stay inside, make some chili, watch a movie, whatever.
Right. A lot of outages already, though. I was surprised to hear that.
If you're a child, don't attempt to make chili. Talk to your parents. Let them do that. Right. I just picture
just in general.
Kids are making chili now. So,
yeah, just because you told them to. Yeah. Oh, Craig Colson said it was fine.
Don't do what I say.
Okay. Well, April showers are known to bring May flowers, but this week Mother Nature, of course, has other plans.
Our Callie Warren takes us to Dover Foxcroft to learn what Piscataquis County residents can expect during today's storm.
Even though it may say spring on the calendar, Piscataquis County is bracing for between 12 and 22 inches of snow on Thursday. Residents are advised to stay off the roads if possible and be safe with generators.
The duration of this storm is what's really going to be the issue. We're used to getting a lot of snow, but this is going to be wet, heavy, sloppy snow, so the driving's just going to be really messy. There's also the potential for trees coming down, wires coming down. We always talk about generator safety when we're talking about possible power outages. They must be run outside. You really have to run them outside. There's always the risk of carbon monoxide poisoning with them.
Piscataquis County Emergency Management advises calling your local dispatch center for help if needed, as they can help to locate warming centers, free your car if stuck, and more. For Dover Foxcroft Public Works, a spring snowstorm means working overtime to keep locals safe.
But we've got 96 miles of road we take care of, so that's just one lane. We do our best, like I say. Mother Nature's the one that does our thing for us, and we just try to keep with her, that's all.
The storm will likely last all through Thursday, so employ caution and stay safe. In Dover Foxcroft, Callie Warren, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
It's that heavy, wet snow, too. The Bangor Public Works Department has issued a widespread closure notice to alert the public about today's storm. Their notice outlines the city's parking bans, transportation services, and places people can leave their cars. Our Doug Banks has more on that.
In the midst of Thursday's winter storm, Bangor's Public Works Department has issued a notice for city residents, with a citywide parking ban starting at 11 p.m. Thursday until 6 a.m. Friday. The Pickering Square parking garage, the Columbia Street parking garage, and the Upper Abbott parking square will have designated areas for people to park. Public Community Connector Transportation Services, City Hall, and the Public Health Department will not be available all day Thursday and won't resume operations until Friday. The Health Equity Alliance will be providing services throughout the storm for the unhoused community. HEAL's new resource center, located at 304 Hancock Street in Bangor, will be open on Thursday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Bangor Police Department is urging the public to stay ahead of the storm by helping not only yourself and loved ones, but your neighbors too.
Maine has a great team effort and a team mentality. By individually preparing yourself, you're helping out the entire team because you're preventing an emergency in your own home and possibly even in your neighbor's home.
All this information and more can be found on our website, foxbangor.com. In Bangor, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A heads up, literally on your rooftops. The weight of the heavy snow could do a number on your roof. Meteorologist Ryan Munn is in Portland with what you can do to protect your home and yourself.
This storm is expected to bring heavy, wet snow to the state, and with double-digit totals in many areas, the weight on your roof can really add up. Most of the southern half of the state will see snowfall ratios of 10-to-1 or less. So what exactly is snowfall ratio? Well, a 10-to-1 ratio means 10 inches of snow for every 1 inch of liquid precipitation. The lower the ratio, the higher the moisture content, which means the snow is wetter and heavier. Here's a look at the weight 12 inches of snow can add to your roof. And while most areas will not see 24 inches of snow, you can see the weight really adds up once you exceed a foot. Experts say most roofs can withstand around 20 pounds per square foot.
During the storm itself, I think it's important for everybody to know that you need to stay safe and stay off of your roofing system. And, either hire a professional to come out and clear the snow off the roof, or schedule an inspection for after the event so that we can ensure that the roofing system was not damaged during the storm.
McCaslin also says it's a good idea to secure loose items in storms like this, as the wind can cause these items to become flying debris, and that can damage your roof as well. And thinking ahead to the next storm, check those trees and limbs near your house to make sure they're maintained. In Portland, I'm meteorologist Ryan Munn.
All right, moving on to other news now. There are new developments in a Bangor homicide investigation. Bangor police have now released new details on the shooting that happened early Tuesday morning on Highland Avenue. They have now identified the shooting victim as 24-year-old Daniel Ford Coates of Bangor. Police say Coates was pronounced dead at a local hospital after being found with a gunshot wound on Highland Avenue shortly after 4 o'clock Tuesday morning. His death has been ruled a homicide. There are also reports on social media that authorities have arrested a 20-year-old woman from Bangor and charged her with manslaughter in the case. The investigation remains ongoing, and more details should be revealed later on today.
A Waterville man accused of murdering a co-worker at Damon's Beverage was arraigned in court yesterday. 21-year-old Spridell Hubiak pleaded not guilty to 1 count of intentional or knowing murder. He's accused of killing 52-year-old Angela Bragg on December 27, 2023. Hubiak left the state after allegedly killing Bragg at Damon's Beverage in Waterville, where they both worked. He was shot by police and arrested in Flippin, Arkansas on December 31st. The affidavit was previously sealed at the request of the state, but was unsealed by Superior Court Justice Michaela Murphy. It offers more details on the events. It reads, in part, quote, "The video showed Spridell Hubiak locking the front doors of the business at 2011 hours. The video shows the victim, Angela Bragg, standing at the cash register with Spridell pacing back and forth behind her. Spridell is seen with a knife in his hand. Spridell eventually grabs Angela and said, 'I'm sorry,' and began to stab her," end quote. If convicted, Hubiak faces 25 years to life in prison.
Well, a train derailment on Route 11 in Mercardis has shut down Route 11 and sent 1 person to the hospital with serious injuries. According to a state police spokesperson, a tractor trailer hauling wood chips was traveling southbound on Route 11. The truck was unable to stop as it approached a railroad crossing and hit the train, causing it to derail. The truck was driven by 26-year-old Jared Tapley of Monticello. He sustained serious injuries and was transported to the hospital. Police say a dog was also in the truck and was taken to a local vet. The train operator was not hurt. Route 11 will remain closed while the crash is investigated and the scene is cleared. That could take 2 to 3 days while equipment is brought in to remove that train.
A man who died in a fire in St. George has been identified. The Office of the Chief Medical Examiner says 62-year-old Andrew Bowser died in the fire at 272 Clark Island Road on March 27th. A spokesperson for the fire marshal's office says the investigation determined Bowser was also responsible for causing the fire, though no additional details were offered. Firefighters were called to the rental property a little before 8 a.m. They found the body while putting out the fire. Officials say Bowser lived alone in the residence. All right, the time now is 6:13. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, some heated feelings in Belfast, where officials attempt to resolve issues with a proposed salmon farm. We'll hear why some residents are very concerned.
But first, another check of that weather forecast. Today, we can expect heavy snow today. It will be windy with highs near 33. Snow, wind, and a mix of rain in some areas overnight, the lows dropping down to around freezing. Tomorrow, more rain, snow, and breezy conditions before it all wraps up. The highs tomorrow around 37.
Bad boy mowers aren't built for everyone. They're built for the bold, the originals, people who get the job done and love every second of it. Bad boys are built for horsepower and cutting-edge precision with a first-of-its-kind 3-link suspension and a style all their own. Because you're not everyone. That's a good thing. Bad boy. Mow with an attitude.
These days you can buy a new mattress anywhere. However, getting the right mattress at the right price will keep you up at night. When you're ready for a new mattress, come to Dorsey's. We've delivered more mattresses to this area than any other retailer. With over 48 years of experience, the largest in-stock selection, plus our 30-night sleep guarantee, we've got the right mattress for you at a great price. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A, Holden. Sleep well, my friends.
Put a little more cash in your bank. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Welcome to the People's Court. Real showcases real litigants' real messy relationships.
Basically, it was friends without benefits.
Friends without benefits? What's the point of that? What's the bird doing here?
The bird is a witness.
Oh, for the love of all that's holy.
The People's Court
on ABC 7.
The legislature has given initial approval to a bill that would increase the monthly benefit for temporary assistance for needy families, also called TAMF. The program is dedicated to helping families with children achieve economic stability through cash assistance and employment training. LD 1877 would increase TAMF assistance by 20%. Bill sponsor Michelle Meyer of Elliott says, quote, today's cost of living has put significant strain on families with low incomes, making it difficult for parents to afford even the most basic necessities that are necessary to support their children and themselves. The bill faces further votes in the House and Senate.
Well, controversy is brewing in Belfast. It centers around town lines and plans for a new salmon farm. Our Matthew Jarancic has the story.
The city of Belfast hosted a work session Tuesday night to clearly establish a boundary with Northport.
I thought last night's meeting overall with all the public comment was great because I think it shows that democracy still works in the city of Belfast and Northport.
The issue came about because of a lawsuit involving plans for Nordic Aqua Farm's salmon farm in an attempt by the city to take land by eminent domain. The Maine Supreme Judicial Court ruled that the City Council needs to take actions to address the status of intertidal areas and determine if any of those might include land within the boundary of Northport. Kristen Collins, the city's attorney, says Tuesday night's meeting was part of an attempt to resolve the borderline question without having to go through a longer process. The current boundary line runs within the Little River in the Belfast Bay. Following the work session, community members voiced their displeasure.
Please, comply with the law and do your jobs. Don't waste more money.
I find it an insult to my intelligence that this is considered about taxes in Belfast, when I feel like the whole city really knows it's about Nordic Aqua Farms.
It is a total farce. It is nonsense. It's time to stop.
Attorney Collins says the next step is for officials from Northport and Belfast to either reconvene separately or together within the next 2 weeks to pick a surveyor. We reached out to Nordic Aqua Farms for a statement, but they declined to comment. In Belfast, Matthew Jarancic, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
April is Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and safety leaders in Maine are driving home that message. Our reporter Corey Bichard has more.
Nobody woke up this morning with the intent to drive distracted. Nobody intended to get in a crash today. As Commissioner said, 9 people are going to die as a result of that decision that somebody makes.
According to federal traffic safety data, 9 people die every day from distracted driving across the country. Secretary of State Shanna Bellows, who's in charge of the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, says there are 11 fatal accidents in Maine last year from distracted driving, and over 1,000 distracted driving crashes that resulted in personal injury or injury to property.
We've all had that experience, as the Commissioner noted, driving down the highway when suddenly a car in front of us slows down or veers off the lane and then overcorrects. Maybe they're drunk, more likely they're texting.
Part of Distracted Driving Awareness Month includes an increased law enforcement presence on Maine's roadways and highways.
So there's 32 law enforcement agencies around the state. That includes 5 sheriff's offices, the Maine State Police, and even our Capitol Police right here in Augusta. And so they'll be out in their communities and they'll look for areas that have a lot of traffic, and they want to show those blue lights. They want to get out there and start spreading the word about distracted driving.
Trooper Allen from the Maine State Police reminds drivers that it's illegal in Maine to use your phone at a stop sign or stop light, but adds that sometimes there are those texts that are too important to wait until you get to your destination.
If you do have an important text message come through, please pull over, respond to that text message, and then proceed to drive.
Secretary Bellows adds that everyone should familiarize themselves with their smartphone's built-in safety features.
Let's take out our phones and add the driving focus feature to that iPhone or Android so that when that text message comes in from a friend or family member, they'll get an automatic notification that you're driving and you'll respond when you arrive at your destination.
In Augusta, I'm Corey Bichard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Some good advice.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, the time now is 6:19. After the break, everyone is struggling to get ready for the eclipse, but the Maine Forest Service's prep may look a little more extreme.
We'll tell you all about it as Good Morning Maine continues.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
Let your creativity run free in the Creative Arts Center, where we offer fun and affordable activities for all ages. Birthday parties, pottery wheel classes, painting lessons, or just for the fun of it. Get fired up for glazing projects as well as acrylics. We offer a wide selection of ceramic products for you to choose from, and we have thousands of pieces ready to paint. We are a Paragon kiln dealer and a Laguna Clay distributor. Stop by the Creative Arts Center today, located just off the Joshua Chamberlain Bridge in Brewer. The Creative Arts Center, where your only limitation is your imagination.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and one Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
We know you care. But if this is all too real for you and your loved ones, make the call. Because we care too. Home instead. To us, it's personal.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, various state agencies are continuing to prepare for the total eclipse on Monday, including the Maine Forest Service Air Division. However, their preparations may look a little more extreme. Our Grace Blanchard takes us to the tarmac to explain why.
The Maine Forest Service has an elite crew of rangers known as the Short Haul Team.
We come down here every 2 weeks to train all day. This is like a second family, so we work together all the time. I trust them, they trust me.
The team is made up of 6 rangers and 5 pilots. They're trained to be suspended from a helicopter and perform search and rescue in remote areas. Like many state agencies, they have the upcoming eclipse on their minds.
We're probably going to have three helicopters. 2 of them will be staged right in the path of totality.
The Maine Forest Service Air Division will be on standby during the eclipse, stationing helicopters in Island Falls, Carrabassett, and Old Town.
Our role is to assist other agencies for search and rescue and get everyone home safe.
We're going to have different folks doing different things, so I may be attached to the aircraft here, ready to respond to a short haul if we do have to go do a rescue, but we may have folks working with the incident management teams to help make sure that they have all the support there that they need.
Although their helicopters could remain grounded on April 8th, they say they are prepared to take to the skies at any moment.
We have expectations of many visitors coming to the state of Maine, and we don't think it's unreasonable that those visitors have an expectation of safety that, we come if they do have some kind of issue.
In Old Town, Grace Blanchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Going to be a very big day coming up.
You don't get to see that very often. That was cool.
Not at all.
Yeah. All right, the time now is 6:23.
Let's get a full look at that stormy forecast.
Our Maine weather this morning is brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center. We offer a 10% bonus on your returnables and a monthly $100 cash drawing. Stop by with your returnables and enter for a chance to win. And look at this. Lots of blue in the area. We are talking not cops, no cops in the area, but blue as in snow. We're looking at moderate to even heavy snow at times here in town. That's going to be continuing today, folks, and then even into those overnight hours. Get prepared. We're looking at very significant snow events in our region. Now, as warmer temperatures roll in, a little bit of that rain and snow mix will make its way closer and closer into our area late overnight and then into those morning hours tomorrow. Then throughout the day tomorrow, we are looking at that rain and snow mix. Up north, though, Dover, Foxcroft, the north, pretty much mainly a snow event for you. That's why they are getting a lot more snow than we are. We're pretty much right on that line. I'm thinking around 8-ish inches of snow. Over 6 inches, that's what we're thinking. Probably around 8, maybe a little bit more in some spots. Of course, up north, you're going to get a lot more, probably twice as much, if not more, in some spots. And then right at the coast, you're still going to get several inches of snow. You are in on the snow events once again, but that rain and snow mix and the warmer temperatures will limit some of the accumulations. Now, very windy conditions. We're looking at Rockland, 24 miles an hour here in town. We're at a sustained wind at 14. Wind gusts around 35 to even 40 miles an hour. That's going to continue throughout the day today, overnight once again, and then even into the day tomorrow. Finally, by the, I would say, evening hours tomorrow, winds will start to slowly calm down. Now, temperature-wise, though, our average, 48 degrees. We're going to stay well below average the next several days. Even into Sunday, we're looking at 41 degrees as a high. Finally, Monday, Tuesday, into Wednesday, much warmer temperatures will be back. 50s will be making a massive comeback, hopefully like the Patriots this year. Now, for today, we're looking at temperatures around freezing, maybe a degree over, snow heavy at times, very windy though. We're talking wind gusts around 40 miles an hour, blowing the snow around, really reducing visibility near blizzard conditions at times tonight. Near freezing and then rising into the mid-30s, snow in the area mixing with rain late. Now for tomorrow, that rain and snow will be in the area. Windy conditions once again, and temperatures in those mid-30s. Our extended forecast outlook does show much better conditions starting next week.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Right now, there's just so much happening in our world. So much at stake at the start of every morning.
Making sense of it all, that's not always so easy.
And that's where we come in.
Good morning, America. We want you to know every morning.
We're right here, and we got you.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
Goose River Farm and Meat Store is conveniently located on Route 3 across from Hammond Lumber in Belfast. They have a wide selection of meat and poultry, including beef, pork, lamb, chicken, duck, rabbit, and turkey. Open Tuesday through Saturday.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Rescue workers in Taiwan spent the night digging through rubble and working to stabilize buildings at risk of collapse following this week's powerful earthquake. The Biden administration vowed to stand by Taiwan and help one day after a 7.4 magnitude earthquake rocked the region, killing multiple people and injuring hundreds of others. The quake striking off of Taiwan's east coast Wednesday morning during rush hour, reportedly taking 9 lives and injuring hundreds. Officials say more than 24 buildings collapsed across the island. In the mountain city of Hualien, one of the hardest hit areas, several buildings were left leaning at 45-degree angles. The ground floors were crushed.
Well, more than 2 years into its war with Russia, Ukraine is lowering its military draft age as it struggles with low troop numbers. President Zelensky signing a law lowering the military draft age from 27 to 25, telling Fox News in February that tens of thousands have been killed in the war, including civilians. Ukraine is reportedly also low on weapons and ammunition, as more funding is being held up in Congress. House Speaker Mike Johnson intends to bring a bill with Ukraine's aid to the House floor after lawmakers return next week, but some Republicans are strongly opposed to any more funding for Ukraine, meaning Johnson will need some help from Democrats, which could cost him his speakership.
Aid groups delivering food to Gaza are pulling back after 7 humanitarian workers were killed in an Israeli airstrike. This comes as the United Nations warns of imminent famine. This is what was left behind of a vehicle convoy hit by an Israeli airstrike, driven by workers from World Central Kitchen. The group's founder, celebrity chef Jose Andres, expressed his outrage, claiming they were in an area with no active fighting. Andreas says his team was in conflict with the Israeli military about their location, and their vehicles were well marked. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says the strike was an accident and there will be an investigation. President Biden released a statement saying he's outraged by the deaths as well. One of World Central Kitchen's ships carrying food aid left Gaza as the group pauses its operations, and the UN says it's suspending its night food delivery program following the tragedy.
Well, experts are warning gas prices could reach $4 a gallon in some places this summer. According to AAA, the average gallon of regular right now is about $3.54. That's up only a penny in the last week, but it's up 20 cents from a month ago. Now, experts warning the price may keep going up as the temperatures do. The price hike coming as the Biden administration cancels its plans to replenish the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Refilling the reserve may not happen anytime soon as oil prices sit at their highest level so far this year. And what is causing the high price? OPEC production supply limits, which the organization confirmed will not be changing anytime soon due to international conflicts. Always goes up in the summer too when more people hit the road to go on vacations, that kind of thing. So
right.
Get ready for that.
Right. I know. I did the math on how much it would cost me to drive somewhere yesterday, and I was like, maybe I'll fly.
Think about it.
Yeah. Coming up on the second half of the newscast, Husson offered students rides across campus yesterday, but it came with a surprise.
We'll have that story and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Transform your surroundings with Paramount Paving, located in Bangor. They are your paving and seal coating experts. Whether it's residential maintenance to full commercial projects, Paramount Paving delivers quality that lasts. Book before June 1st and enjoy a $250 Visa gift card upon completion of your next paving project. Call us today at 602-8931 or visit us at ParamountPavingLLC.com. Paramount Paving, setting the standard for excellence. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
For taking on New England's extreme conditions, Toyota has more hybrid all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive models than any other brand. No wonder Toyota has sold 5 times more hybrids than its nearest competitor, like the Motor Trend Car of the Year Prius Hybrid with up to a 567-mile total driving range. Take on extreme conditions with Toyota's proven hybrid technology. See your New England Toyota dealer, your hybrid all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
Hello, this is George Whelan with Down East Direct Cremation. Now, anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, from the comfort of your desktop or the convenience of your mobile device, you can summon transport and arrange a simple, affordable, respectful Down East Direct Cremation for your deceased loved one. Just by using the button exclusively at downeastdirectcremation.com. All you need is the location address of the person who has died, their vital statistics information, a valid credit card for payment, and that's it. No need to pick up the telephone, no need to answer a bunch of questions, no need to come into the store, and it's still just $9.75 complete. It's so easy, even I can do it. For more information, visit us at downeastdirectcremation.com or call us at 207-225-5332. Simple, affordable, respectful. The button. only at downeastdirectcremation.com.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Thursday, April 4th, 2024, and today is also one of my favorite days, National Burrito Day.
This Mexican dish is popular all around the world, but it has only been offered in American restaurants since the 1930s. Whether you eat it with a fork and knife or wrapped in tinfoil with your hands, it's a good day to indulge yourself with this very versatile meal.
One of my favorite meals. I put everything in flour tortillas anyway.
Right.
Well, not everything, but
Yeah.
I eat a lot of tacos.
A lot of folks say you're not supposed to put rice in your burrito, but I
Oh,
often
I do.
do.
Yeah, Mexican rice.
Yeah,
little-
because I want a huge burrito.
Yeah, me too. There's a few restaurants that make these giant ones, including, well, I'll give them a plug, Las Palapas locally.
It's my
I think it's
favorite.
the California burrito, and
Yep.
it looks like the Mexican flag with
Yep.
the different sauces, and
Yep.
they put rice in it, and it's delicious.
I get
So,
the Mexican burrito.
Yeah.
I think it's just beef tips and cheese and
They're all
lettuce
good.
and veggies and rice and
Yeah.
cheese sauce and
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yum, yum, yum. Go
Right.
get yourself a burrito. Maybe not today.
Maybe not today.
but-
Maybe if you have the stuff at home, you're prepared.
There
Good
you
for
go.
you. Yeah.
All right, time for some history. On this day in history, back in 1789, the first United States Congress began regular sessions during George Washington's presidency at Federal Hall in New York City.
I'm going to cut you off. Unfortunately, there's a lot of U.S. government stuff in the first three.
Are there? Okay.
I know. Boring for some, interesting for
I
others.
find it interesting.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do too.
Yeah.
In 1818, Congress decided on the United States flag with 13 red and white stripes and 20 stars. In 1841, after serving for only 1 month, William Henry Harrison became the first U.S. president to die in office. He was succeeded by Vice President John Tyler.
I think this was the one who died. He liked to go on a lot of walks in the rain.
Oh, really?
And they say maybe that exacerbated a sickness he already had.
Yeah.
So, yeah, unfortunate there. In Maine history, on this day in 1903, nearly all of Kennebunk's business district was wiped out in a 3-hour-long fire of unknown origin that started in the town's electric lighting station. The destruction was valued at $35,000 at the time, which equals over $1 million in today's standards. In 1917, the U.S. Senate agrees 82-6 to participate in World War I. And in 1949, this is kind of a big one here. We've seen this in national news today. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, of course also known as NATO, was formed. And I didn't list all the founding countries that started NATO together because it was too many to say in one sentence. And in 1975, Bill Gates and Paul Allen founded Microsoft, which became the world's largest personal computer software company.
Another one of those cases where they started off in their garage,
Right.
and next thing you know, they've got, I don't know,
Yeah.
big success story.
Right.
For birthdays today, we have actor Robert Downey Jr. He is 59 years old today. Actress Natasha Lyonne is 45, and comedian Eric Andre is 41 today. Happy birthday to them.
Happy birthday to them.
Hey, big news for folks waiting for the Rennie store to open in Bangor. They were expecting to have their big grand opening today, but because of the storm, they decided to put it off until tomorrow.
Yep.
So you can head in there tomorrow and go find yourself some Carhartts and stuff like that.
I may have to.
Yeah.
One of my favorite places.
They've got some good stuff at Rennie's.
Yeah. Good news for folks in Bangor.
Stay off the road today, though. It looks
Right.
like a very wintry day out there. The road's already pretty terrible.
Here's Conrad Zapinski with that forecast.
Our first weather this morning is brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center. We offer a 10% bonus on your returnables and a monthly $100 cash drawing. Stop by with your returnables and enter for a chance to win. And a chance to win. Big snowfall totals on the way. Are we going to get more than a foot? Probably not. But up north, yes, very, very likely. All of this moisture working its way up the eastern seaboard of Boston. Rain and snow for you. For us, though, mainly snow events, but more of a rain and snow by tomorrow. Visibilities, though, very low. We're talking moderate to even heavy snow at times all over the area. That's going to be continuing throughout the day today. Of course, winter storm warnings have been issued till around 8 p.m. on Thursday, and also winter weather advisories closer to Caribou. That's pretty much the only county that has a winter weather advisory. Other than that, all of Maine has winter storm warnings. A big, big system is here, and it's going to continue to be here the next several days. For today, though, we're talking temperatures around freezing, maybe a degree over. Snow heavy at times, very windy, though. We're talking a northeast wind gusting around 40 to 45 miles an hour, blowing the snow around. For tonight, though, temperatures around freezing early and then rising into the mid-30s. Snow early and wind mixing with some rain late. Very windy once again. For tomorrow, rain and snow mix, temperatures in those mid-30s, windy once again. Hour by hour forecast does show snow heavy at times throughout the day.
All right, thank you, Conrad. Husson University students got a lift across campus yesterday as part of an annual fundraiser, but it also came with a catch.
Our David Ledford takes us along for a ride in the cash cart.
Every year, Husson University hosts a Giving Day, a fundraising effort to support clubs, sports, and classes. As part of the event, a security cart carries students around campus while they try to answer hard-hitting questions.
Who does Michael Scott hit with his car in the hit TV show The Office? Meredith Palmer. That is correct.
It's a spoof of the TV game show Cash Cab, where players answer trivia for the chance to win cash prizes.
We wanted an idea to be able to make philanthropy fun. And we also wanted to be able to educate students on what philanthropy is, so we thought trivia would be a great way to do it.
And fans of the show will note that Husson's game rules follow the same principles.
Students make a $5 minimum donation, answering questions correctly. They unlock more funds to their organization.
There's also a bonus for the students' chosen group if they make it all the way around campus. But there's a catch. If you get 3 questions wrong...
What year was Husson University founded? C, 1883, or D, 1776?
I'm going to say C.
Wrong.
You get kicked out of the cart, no matter where you are on campus.
For my first time, I think I did pretty well. I did get kicked off, but since it's going to the clubs and helping us do stuff, it's awesome.
We want people to understand that it's a collective effort, and when we all come together, we can make a really big impact.
If you missed out on the fun this year, you can still donate online at husson.edu. In Bangor, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A fun idea.
That is fun. Yeah, the streamers were kind of getting in the way, though.
Got hard to drive with them.
That's right. Yeah. That's cool. All right, still to come here this morning, Ryan Sudol will have our sports updates for us.
Go away. Sorry.
It's okay.
It was like 8 o'clock, and Rick's not home yet. I called his phone, and there was no answer. My front doorbell rings. I knew the minute I heard the doorbell what was on the other side. They knew that Rick was driving 8 miles an hour, and the brakes were engaged, and the person that rear-ended him just wasn't paying attention. Unless you're looking straight ahead, everything else you do is distracted driving. If this could help one family, time well spent. Nobody should have that knock on the door.
Fine lines? Make an appointment with this.
Hyaluronic Plumping Water Cream by L'Oreal with micro hyaluronic acid. Hydrates better than the #1 hyaluronic gel moisturizer. In 2 weeks, lines are visibly reduced. Plumping Water Cream by L'Oreal.
We're worth it.
Hey, it's your dry skin. Every day we lose ceramides I need to seal in moisture. CeraVe delivers 3 essential ceramides to help restore my barrier so I can lock in moisture, feel hydrated, and look healthy. CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotions.
Make your boating experience even better with a Shoremaster boat lift from Hammond Lumber Company. One of the best choices you can make to protect your boat and maintain your boating lifestyle. A Shoremaster boat lift makes cleaning your boat easier and provides more convenient access too. Hammond Lumber has all the accessories you need, from lighting packages and canopies to motor systems, including Shoremaster's exclusive Whisper Winch. Take your boating experience to the next level with a Shoremaster boat lift from Hammond Lumber Company.
Hi, Eastern Maine. Watch Person, Place, or Thing right here on ABC 7, weekdays starting at 10 a.m.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's start on the baseball diamond. If Mother Nature allows, Maine Baseball will host their first America East home series of the year this weekend, starting Friday when the Black Bears welcome NJIT to Orono. The defending conference champs are 2-4 against America East teams to start the year, picking up one win in each of their first two series against Bryant and Albany. A big reason for the not-so-good start has been pitching, Maine dealing with a few injuries to its pitching staff. And even though those guys may not be performing up to standard right now, head coach Dick Durba is confident that his pitchers are talented enough to turn it around.
We have a very talented staff, and even though we have not performed nearly to our capability or to the capability of us to even win enough baseball games, I think that our pitching staff will eventually be the reason why we win the America East this year. But we have to be able to go out and throw strikes.
When Maine welcomes the Highlanders to Orono this weekend, they'll have a good chance to get their conference record back to 500 or more. The 3-3 NJIT team is still dangerous, though, and if the Black Bears want to come away with a few wins, the strategy is very simple.
You know, the NJIT is a very good program, but it comes down to us taking care of the baseball. We throw strikes, we hit fastballs, make the routine plays, we'll win. If we don't do those things, we won't be winning.
All right, let's stay with the Black Bears now and move to the ice. Days after Donovan Houle signed an ATO contract with the San Jose Barracudas, an AHL affiliate of the Sharks, another member of Maine Hockey's class of 2024 is heading to the pros. The Black Bears announcing Wednesday that senior goalie Victor Osman is signing a 2-year entry-level contract with the Seattle Kraken. Osman played 4 years with the Black Bears, with his best season coming a year ago, where he posted career highs with 14 wins, 5 shutouts, a .918 save percentage, and just over 2.2 goals allowed per game. He was named All-Hockey East second team that year, as well as a semifinalist for the Mike Richter Award. Osman had 35 career wins with Maine and over 2,000 career saves. Best of luck to him. Let's go to some hoops now. Hoop fans up here in Maine got to see their guy Cooper Flagg perform on national TV Tuesday night in the annual McDonald's All-American Game. The game is an East versus West All-Star format featuring the best high school seniors from across the country, paired up with fellow D1 recruits and even some future Duke teammates and Montverde teammates. Cooper had another great game. Not the stat sheet stuffer that's tough to say, we typically see from him, just 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists, but he was huge in the team's comeback victory. He had a few big blocks and big buckets and even came away with the game-winning steal. He'll be back on national TV this week as Montverde gears up for the Chipotle National Championship. They play Thursday at 8 p.m. on ESPNU. Going back to the Diamond now for some midweek softball action. Maine softball home and hosting the Monks of St. Joe's of Standish. To the brand new UMaine softball complex we go. Maine trying to snap a long losing streak here. Monks trying to pull off the upset. Bottom of the third, Maine up 4-0. How about we add to it? Anna Margaitis unloads on this one. That's a 2-run homer to left field. Maine goes up 6-0. Same inning, runner on third for Katie Jo Murray. She rips one into center. This one will bring 2 runs home and make it 9-0 Maine. Now it's 10-1, and the Black Bears would keep at it. Riley Kent at the plate. She's going to ground this to short. Nice sliding stop here by Charlotte Cloutier, but nowhere to go with it, though, and another run scores. Maine goes on to win 16-1. All right, staying on the diamond and going out west, getaway day for the Red Sox out in Oakland. Sox trying to get to a 5-2 start and sweep the A's. Top 4 here, bases loaded for Emmanuel Valdez. He gets under it and lifts it into right field, plenty deep to score. Tristan Casas on the sac fly, and the Sox go up 1-0. Bottom of the frame now, Nick Pavetta trying to strand a man on second base. Brent Rooker skies one to center. And here goes Cedon Rafaela making the catch at the wall. What a snag. Let's go to the 8th inning now. Same score. Chris Martin in a jam with runners at the corners, but he gets the strikeout to end the frame. To the bottom of the 9th, it all came down to Kenley Jansen. And he strikes out Ryan Noda here with some high cheese to end the threat. That's his 422nd career save. The Sox win it 1-0.
Defense did tremendous behind me today, making lots of plays, good double plays. Rafaela, stretching out there in the outfield for me. Took a team effort today, and it was a good team effort win.
And finally, to the NBA and the Boston Celtics. Celtics a chance Wednesday night to clinch the best record in the NBA. In their way, the West 3 seed, Oklahoma City Thunder. To the Garden we go. Let's start with a couple plays from Kristaps Porzingis. Here he is in the second quarter. Al Horford's corner 3 is off, but some putback posterization there. Later on, it's Jaylen Brown with it. How about a no-look pass to KP on the wing? He gets it to go. He had 27 on the night. Celtics up 14 at the half. Third quarter now, what a dime here as OKC's Kassan Wallace finds Lou Dort, who gets the 2 to go to cut the lead to 6. Celtics up 10 into the fourth, and in the fourth, here's Brown picking off the pass, taking it all the way down for the slam. A 42-17 fourth quarter as the Celtics clinch the NBA's best record, 135-100 the final.
We worked hard all season long, and we deserve it. We want to finish the season strong, no matter who we're playing against, and head into the postseason with the right mindset.
All right, so now we have the sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is WVII Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At WVII Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Mesothelioma is more than a ravaging illness. It is a disease that can ruin a family's finances and is never the victim's fault. The law offices of Joe Bornstein has been fighting and winning for Maine families for nearly 50 years, and we've collected over $500 million for injured Mainers. If you or a loved one is a victim of mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, call Joe today for a free case evaluation and to learn about your family's legal rights. Dial 207-CALL-JOE or online at joebornstein.com.
Let your creativity run free at the Creative Arts Center, where we offer fun and affordable activities for all ages. Birthday parties, pottery wheel classes, painting lessons, or just for the fun of it. Get fired up for glazing projects as well as acrylics. We offer a wide selection of ceramic products for you to choose from, and we have thousands of pieces ready to paint. We are a Paragon kiln dealer and a Laguna Clay distributor. Stop by the Creative Arts Center today, located just off the Joshua Chamberlain Bridge in Brewer. The Creative Arts Center, where your only limitation is your imagination.
Prospective shipbuilders had the chance to connect with industry professionals yesterday. The Department of Labor's Job Corps and the Naval Sea Systems Command hosted a shipbuilding career fair yesterday afternoon. More than 100 trained students visited the Penobscot Job Corps to meet with employers who serve the Navy's shipbuilding interests.
The Navy spends on annual around $25 to $27 billion a year for the next 30 years to build the Navy, and another $25 to $30 billion a year to maintain that Navy. So the opportunity is here. The Navy, as long as the Navy exists, there's going to be plenty of opportunity for jobs.
Evans says the U.S. Navy contracts with 22,000 companies across the globe that help build and maintain its ships. I'm sure they encouraged folks to stay in Maine, but if you want to travel around, you got plenty of opportunities to do so.
I know Beth Ironworks just got another contract with the Navy to maintain Zumwalt destroyers, so they'll need people to help with that.
Great place to work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, little snow out there today. Already
bit.
several inches here in the Bangor area.
Looks like whiteout conditions right now.
Yeah, they were saying 8 to 12 inches or a little more around this area, but it's looking at this point like it might be on the more side.
Yeah.
So
kind of crazy.
Have to wait and see.
Here's meteorologist Conrad Sapinski with that forecast.
Our main weather this morning is brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center. We offer a 10% bonus on your returnables and a monthly $100 cash drawing. Stop by with your returnables and enter for a chance to win. And look at this. Lots of blue in the area. We are talking not cops, no cops in the area, but blue as in snow. We're looking at moderate to even heavy snow at times here in town. That's going to be continuing today, folks, and then even into those overnight hours. Get prepared. We're looking at very significant snow events in our region. Now, as warmer temperatures roll in, a little bit of that rain and snow mix will make its way closer and closer into our area late overnight and then into those morning hours tomorrow. Then throughout the day tomorrow, we are looking at that rain and snow mix. Up north, though, Dover, Foxcroft, the north, pretty much mainly a snow event for you. That's why they are getting a lot more snow than we are. We're pretty much right on that line. I'm thinking around 8-ish inches of snow. Over 6 inches, that's what we're thinking. Probably around 8, maybe a little bit more in some spots. Of course, up north, you're going to get a lot more, probably twice as much, if not more, in some spots. And then right at the coast, you're still going to get several inches of snow. You are in on the snow event once again, but that rain and snow mix, and the warmer temperatures will limit some of the accumulations. Now, very windy conditions. We're looking at Rockland, 24 miles an hour here in town. We're at a sustained wind at 14. Wind gusts around 35 to even 40 miles an hour. That's going to continue throughout the day today, overnight once again, and then even into the day tomorrow. Finally, by the, I would say, evening hours tomorrow, winds will start to slowly calm down. Now, temperature-wise, though, our average, 48 degrees. We're going to stay well below average the next several days. Even into Sunday, we're looking at 41 degrees as a high. Finally, Monday, Tuesday into Wednesday, much warmer temperatures will be back. 50s will be making a massive comeback, hopefully like the Patriots this year. Now, for today, we're looking at temperatures around freezing, maybe a degree over, snow heavy at times, very windy though. We're talking wind gusts around 40 miles an hour, blowing the snow around, really reducing visibility near blizzard conditions at times tonight. Near freezing and then rising into the mid-30s, snow in the area mixing with rain late. Now for tomorrow, that rain and snow will be in the area. Windy conditions once again, and temperatures in those mid-30s. Our extended forecast outlook does show much better conditions starting next week.
Thank you for helping us have a great start in 2023.
When we started, we wanted to make sure that North Star could help everyone's needs, whether you own a business, you're a homeowner, or a contractor.
Or you have a big project that you need a big dumpster for.
We have what you need: front-load dumpsters, roll-offs, and our transfer station, and so much more.
And the best part is, our prices are unbelievable. If you don't have one of these, you're paying too much.
So who cares if your trash gets picked up? At North Star Waste and Recycling, we care.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
As winter fades and the weather warms, you might not be ready to think about air conditioning, but Valley Home Services is ready because now is the perfect time to beat the heat. Fujitsu heat pumps from Valley Home Services are not only great sources for heat in the colder months, they're also fantastic air conditioners for the hotter months. And right now is the best time to install a Fujitsu heat pump so you can take advantage of the efficiency for what heating is left and get a jump on the cooling for the summer. Embrace the comfort with Fujitsu and Valley Home Services.
Dr. Bailey, shall we begin?
Arizona returns.
A few months ago, I started a clinical trial. We operate on the baby's brain before delivery. So who wants to make history?
An all-new Grey's Anatomy, tonight on ABC.
Well, if you've ever dreamed of driving around the country in a big peanut, and who hasn't, this might be the job for you. The company Planters is hiring 3 people to become peanutters. Those chosen for the position will escort Mr. Peanut across the country in the Nutmobile from June of 2024 to 25. The rule requires participants to represent the Planters brand, give back to local communities, and entertain and engage with fans. If you're interested, you have to submit a resume, cover letter, and a short video describing your interest in the position by April 14th. Contact the Planter Nut Company.
Sounds like a threat.
Yeah.
You contact the Planter's Nut Company and drive off into the sunset in your Nutmobile.
It's kind of like the Wienermobile. Just, I don't know. Let's get out of here. That's it for now.
Yeah. Have a good day. We'll continue broadcasting on Fox 22.